I throw.
And okay, we are waiting for everyone to join in, but there was a subtitle for this show. This show is BattleCOM Episode 1 Live Wire, because we're live, and that was inspired by two different bands have the same song title. Can you name both of the bands? So if you're watching, type down both of the bands in the comments chat. If you don't know, just guess or say hello. We'll be starting in 1 minute.
I know the answer.
I know one of the answers.
And the audience can actually hear you from this point.
What was the question again?
No, I know. I want to feed them the answer.
So the question is there.
I bet you it's Creed and Metallica with one.
The song title is Live Wire. Not one.
All right, not a lot of Creed fans out there.
I was going to say it's a little too early in the day to mention Creed. I know that it's 8:30 p.m., but still.
Yeah, never too early for Nickelback, though. Come on, right? Sean Griffin, Sum 41, Alanis Morissette. I like that.
He's wiring in all the way from DC, and you have to realize that this man is a scientist for NASA.
Oh, is that true? All the way
wrong.
out in BC? Excuse
DC,
me.
District of
the
Columbia.
District of Columbia. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Never
Hey,
mind.
get your shit together.
Hey, look, FNet equals MA. That's all I remember. How's that Space Force coming along, huh? Do you guys want to work with them? Comment in the chat.
And we are live. This is BattleCOM Episode 1 Live Wire. And we want to definitely thank Evan Abrams for giving us these wonderful little graphics to go with. It is time to meet your battlers. Please put your hands together as coming to the stage or the area. It is Brendan McKeigan.
Hello.
Sandiford, Erica Taddeo.
Hi.
And Tim. Welcome. I am Paul Ash. This is BattleCOM. It is the Geek War of comedy game shows. We are now here finally trying to go live so everyone can see. We just discovered an error with the voting ability for those people who are watching only on YouTube. You can still vote on YouTube by just spamming the comments with the names of your choice. I'll try to keep track of them and keep them in mind, but you can actually vote properly via the Facebook, which is facebook.com/BattleCOM-TV. So if anyone wants to vote that way, they can do that at that link. Unfortunately, that's not a clickable link. Man, technology. So that was all right. That was meant to be a little bit funny and got nothing from the panelists whatsoever. So let's bring.
You asked us to mute our microphones.
We're live. I was saying mute your mics before we actually go live, and I feel a little disappointed that somehow Erica has been covered by the banner. It's not that we're trying to muffle Erica whatsoever. She is amazing and an amazing performer. So let's get everything underway. This is BattleCOM, and our battlefields that we are going to be playing for today is the which it's going to be the character switch is going to be our first round. The second round we're going to call Life Under Quarantine, and the third round is the Zombie Apocalypse. So those are our three battlefields that we will be fighting with today. We are going we want to make sure. Here we go. Oh, Jess from Australia has popped in to say hi. So we want to say hi to Jessica. We have now crossed the date line.
Is that true?
Yeah, she is watching us at 8:30 in the morning tomorrow. So welcome, Jessica. And facts aren't jokes.
That means she knows who won.
It is possible if she's betting on it. And Alan Legros is covering up half of Tim and all of Erica, but he wants to make sure that we're aware that facts aren't jokes. And just to answer that little trivia question that we had earlier, what band songs inspired the subtitle for this week's episode? That would be AC/DC's Live Wire. as well as Motley Crue's Live Wire. None of which is music we can play on this because I already have one strike against me for copyright infringement.
Is that true?
On YouTube. Yeah, I had a live musician as a guest on the Love Doctor show, and they played a non-original, which meant YouTube went, nope.
Get out of here with your bad self.
All right. So, yeah. And Sean is asking for the lotto numbers. Again, apologies. Try to spam your votes in the YouTube comments. So our first battlefield is the character switch. Let's explain that a little bit more detail. It is what movie would be better if the main actor was played by their role as a character they played in another film. Grammar on that's horrible. As an example, if we took a Stallone from Cobra, and if he was to face off, be replaced with Stallone from Judge Dredd, nobody would notice. He doesn't have range. He's the same role every freaking movie. Now, Stallone will hate me, but we're going to move on now.
He's expendable.
Coming to the stage for this are going to be Brendan McKeigan and Chris Sandiford for the first round. And so, Brendan, you get to go first with your choice. We're going to go to we're going to introduce your topics, your choices, and then Brendan, you will be going first as the first person to the stage with your positive round. Here it is. Your choice being, if you were to take the movie Django Unchained and have Jamie Foxx playing his character from In Living Color, it's Wanda. That's Brendan's choice, and he's facing off against Chris Joyce's Leonardo DiCaprio, his character in the Titanic, or Titanic. It wasn't the Titanic, being played by his character Jordan Belfort from The Wolf of Wall Street. So here we go. We are going to go with Brendan first on the positive round. And he's somehow is he muted at something?
Am I?
Oh, there he is. He turned his microphone on.
Thank you, everybody.
What? I don't need to hear anything else.
Yes. I feel like it's almost self-explanatory. 3 hours of Wanda as Django Unchained. You have Wanda Unchained, and all of the violence that's in that movie in a blonde wig with lips that are like, oh, hey, girl, you don't know. Oh, my God. It would be the greatest movie of all time. Wanda Unchained. Check it on Netflix. Original.
And Chris Sandiford, you get to go positive about your choice of switching Jordan Belfort from Wolf of Wall Street into Titanic for Leonardo DiCaprio.
Before I begin, I just want to say thank you very much for having me and in paneling this most trusted deliberative body. And I'll just start by saying, if it pleases the BattleCOM, Titanic would be a much better movie if Leo played the Wolf of Wall Street himself, Jordan Belfort, because when he goes to the bow of the ship and says he's the king of the world, you'd know he meant it. And he'd be on coke doing it too. And you know what? I'm just going to leave it at that just at the beginning, just for now.
Okay, so the vote comment is up in the chat on Facebook. Give it a like so we can record to see how many likes are there. So it's Jamie Foxx for Brendan, and it is Leo for Chris. So those are
count the votes.
Chats.
We'll see you back in 24 hours.
Yeah. We'll see you after the break.
Make sure that you get your likes in as quick as possible. And I am going to go to that. Let's bring up the panel of everybody just to see how it goes. And so far, what are you guys thinking about the opening round so far?
Chris took
Erica?
You know what? I gave it 110%, and all I can say is that, you know, hopefully I live to fight another day. You know, obviously Brendan's a really great competitor. He came to play. He came to win. So did I, though. So, you know, we'll see. I jogged my 5K today. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see.
I think Brendan did incredible. He did a good job. It took all of his effort to lose this one.
Well, you know, Sometimes you go out there and you think you got a great game plan when you start the thing, and by the time the game rolls around, maybe your head coach just really isn't in it there, and you're facing a tough adversary there, and you don't know where you're going to go with that. And sometimes it goes around. You have a good idea of how the play is supposed to go in your head, and then it doesn't quite work out that way. You end up getting sacked.
Exactly. Couldn't put it better myself.
All right, so we're waiting to see the votes come in. There is approximately about a 3-minute lag. We do have some comments popping up. Dennis Legier saying hi, also welcome.
Denis Léger, baby. Hey.
Tim, you look like you have a fake background of your own apartment.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's totally green screen.
Tim Rowcliffe was the person who actually supplied the idea for the first battle. So if anyone wants to supply ideas, we'll make sure that we can get a shout out for you all. So we're seeing some of the ones coming in. I'm seeing a lot of Chris choices coming up.
This is them voting here in front of me?
Yeah,
yeah.
Coming up.
Not my best work, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna call this one at this point in time. I'm not seeing a lot of the Facebook votes yet. If you are voting for them on Facebook, you click the appropriate like button.
Yeah, maybe I'm bigger on Facebook. Maybe I'm doing better over there. Just
actually, you're not, Brendan.
Just call it.
I would just like to
for Chris Sandiford. Chris Sandiford is the winner of the first battle.
Hey, I got to shout out Denis Léger. Ça va, man? Hopefully COVID-19 is doing better down there in Montreal. I'm making assumptions, actually. I don't know if Denis Léger is in Montreal. En tout cas, man.
And Patrick, by the way, Patrick and Dennis are both my roommates, and he really appreciates that.
Okay.
He really appreciates that. Sorry, Denny, that you're pronouncing his name properly, and he gives you tons of respect for doing so. So
are they watching on the stream, or are they watching just on the couch? Are they just looking at you?
They're watching. Actually, they're watching on the stream. If you can see, Patrick and Denny are both putting
They're sounding off in the comments
where it says Facebook for Denis, and you can see where it says YouTube for Patrick. They
can't even agree on which platform to watch on.
Exactly, they're watching individually, and Denis is mentioning that he is in Montreal. So let's move on. We've got the first battle down. We have our first winner, and that is Chris Sandiford. So we're now going to be
no longer on the screen.
They are no longer on the screen because it is time to go back and to see the next battlers' topics. So here we go. We're going to Erica's choices. Liam Neeson. Erica, you chose. All right. Liam Neeson in Schindler's List as replaced by Liam Neeson from Taken.
Good answer.
So here we go. Erica is going to be positive on that choice. So we know Tim's choices. It's Keanu Reeves from John Wick being replaced by Keanu Reeves as Ted Theodore Logan, his character from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. So let's go, Erica. You get to be first on the positive round.
Well, first things first, I think that Schindler's List would have been a much shorter movie if Liam Neeson had been playing his character, whose name is Brian Mills. I looked it up. No, I knew it by heart. What am I saying? It would have been a much shorter movie because if you think about it, body count in the first Taken movie, he kills 35 people. Imagine if Oskar Schindler had killed like 35 Gestapos. The movie would be over. The war would be done. Like they would have won. It would have been great. So many more people would have been saved. None of this, like having to make lists and sadness and just straight up just carnage. Just, give the Nazis as good as they give. I don't know. Basically, I feel like in this day and age, it would be really nice if we had more people injuring Nazis. It's just my opinion, though.
And we've got a comment on my background saying it's very comedy club. And Sean is giving me Jesus. So yeah, I agree about the injuring Nazis.
I love that
Tim, you get to go. This is Tim's positive round about his choice for switching John Wick's Keanu Reeves out for Bill and Ted Adventures Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, Ted Theodore Logan as John Wick. I'd like to take this a step further and not just say it would be cool if Ted Theodore Logan played John Wick. I'm going to take it to the level of I think Ted Theodore Logan is John Wick. There's just so many things that are exactly the same. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. Both of them are about wild stallions saving the universe with their music, but something happens, and so Rufus has to come back in time and save them to keep the timeline the same. And I think what happened is after Bogus Journey, Rufus failed to do it a third time, and he didn't get back in time. Ted didn't get to pass his history final, and he did go to military school. And you know who else went to military school? John Wick went to military school, and Ted was born in 1969. John Wick drives a 1969 Mustang. What's a Mustang? It's a wild stallion. And both of them are played by Keanu Reeves.
I think we just had a mind blow moment. The vote things are up. Are you voting for Tim's choice for Keanu Reeves being replaced by Keanu Reeves? Or are you going to be voting for Erica's choice of Liam Neeson being replaced by Liam Neeson? So this is the end of the positive round. Let's see the choices. Yes, the vote things are up. That's going to be a new catchphrase for BattleCOM. Let's see. Voting, get your voting in. Is it going to be Liam Neeson or Keanu Reeves? Now, why everyone else is voting on that, we're actually going to start with the next round, which is going to be, we're going to be starting the negative round with Brendan and Chris.
Oh, Jesus, right.
So,
right. The game that I used to play.
Yeah, this is how it goes.
Part, yeah.
Now, Chris, you actually won the first round. So we're going to make Brendan go first on the negative round. So he gets to be negative of your choice earlier about Leo DiCaprio.
Turn your mic off. Turn your mic off.
You meant to do that then.
Yeah, I did. I really didn't mean to.
He has my vote.
So you got Leo DiCaprio from Wolf of Wall Street in the Titanic. First of all, that would be a horrible movie because you can only have two bossy people that want to get painted naked. That's it.
All right, I'm going to jump right in. I'm going to call this audible. I'm going to jump right in. Rose was not bossy. All right. She was coming from a place of, losing everything, and she was desperate. Anyway, to address your hot mess. Holy hell. I don't think, by the way, now is a time to be taking hard-earned masculinity from Black men right now. By putting them in dresses to soften them. This is a textbook minimizing of Black masculinity, which should be celebrated, in my opinion. And I think your movie mashup not only undermines the progress we've made over the last, I'm going to say, 1 million years. It also backtracks kind of the feeling of our nation as well as America. Especially right now when we're supposed to be standing up for Black people and indeed people of all creeds and colors.
You son of a bitch.
Race
you
card.
made it full political.
Race card.
Full political.
It was fun at the end. I was mad I was white.
I just got 15 hate emails.
And I forgot to say,
now.
thank you very much for having me, and thank you for impaneling this great deliberative body, Paul Ash. And if it pleases the BattleCOM, see my aforementioned. I yield my time.
The voting hashtags are up for those of you who want to like, and we have the results from the battle with Tim and Erica. At this point, I'm calling it for Tim. Tim has won the first positive round with his choice, which I can't remember at this time because you know how much stuff I'm running here. Keanu Reeves, yeah. All right, so Keanu Reeves wins this one. We're seeing the votes coming in for the negative with Brendan and Chris, but we're moving on to the negative round with Erica. Erica, you get to be negative about Keanu Reeves.
I have to be negative about Keanu Reeves, one of the most beloved men in Hollywood, not named Tom Hanks. Thanks, Tim. Thanks a lot. I feel like all I can say is that the question was, what if? And then Tim just sort of created this whole like crazy bulletin board red wool theory proving that it's already true. So why are we talking about what ifs? Also, if you combine those characters, you basically get the fake Keanu that he played in Always Be My Maybe. I definitely didn't just forget the title of that movie. It was a great movie, great cameo. You all should go watch it. I'm gonna go watch it now because I don't really want to be negative about Keanu Reeves. We love him too much and he doesn't deserve it. Go Keanu.
All right, Tim, this is your choice to be negative.
I really enjoyed you dancing around the what if without being like, it's supposed to be what if, and you're like, but it's true anyway. I loved your answer, Erica. That's what it's really frustrating. I really like Liam Neeson from Taken in Schindler's List. But the points you made, I don't agree with because I don't know a lot about war, but I think we may have had to kill more than 35 people.
There we go. Let's see your votes. Welcoming everybody back to the screen. We have an answer, and I got some audience comments that I want to make sure that we are all aware of for the votes between Chris and Brendan. Let's actually some of the other stuff here. The pixelization on Brendan's video makes me think he's filming it with my webcam from 2002.
Okay. I'm actually using a Google Pixel 3.
Ooh, he's a very fancy phone.
Oh, just one pixel? Please. I got
3.
Like 5
Google, it's the Google Pixel 3, so that's at least
Right,
3
pardon me.
pixels. Vote.
Okay, so the hashtags are up on there. I'm not sure I want to vote. It just feels wrong. And from the first round, people were saying that Erica was robbed.
Not people, a person.
A person. Well, he's a.
But to be fair, like I said, I loved her answer.
I would like to see John Wick in Schindler's List.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'd like to see John Wick in everything. I think John Wick in Bambi would have been a completely different movie.
That's true. He would have gotten the deer back to his mother.
Oh, no, I just meant it wouldn't just be the mom. Take that, bumper.
Oh, no.
All
Wait,
right.
does that mean that Bambi would have had an actual plot? Whoa.
Yeah.
So it seems to be fairly split, actually, for Erica and Tim. Did I give you
right now, though? We're counting Brendan and Chris.
Right, we're counting Brendan and Chris. We're going and looking. That is Chris.
Oh my God, is it?
Yep. There's one good comment in here that I wanted to say. Where to go? Yeah, this comment came up. It was a vote for Brendan because Chris was too wordy and I'm too drunk. Yay, Canadian entertainment.
Strap in.
Thank you, Mr. Rowcliffe.
Guys, it's gonna get wordier from here. You know what they say about old dogs? They're the type of dog that you can't easily tell them how to do things that they didn't know how to do before. So,
all right. So at this point, that means Chris has actually won 2. And on the second round between Erica and Tim, I'm saying it's too close to call.
Stop doing that.
Make a call. Make an executive decision.
I'm making the executive decision. So we are actually going to be going for a free-for-all round with Erica and Tim. Who went first out of on the last one?
That was me.
Erica went first.
Went first on the last one. So we are going a free-for-all round. So this can be positive. This can be negative. This could be just entertaining, even a roast attack on your opponent, because thanks to social distancing, there's no way we can make it physical. So we are prepared. Going first, it is Tim on a free-for-all round.
Like I said, I really like Liam Neeson's Taken in Schindler's List. I think that would be fantastic. Just watching Liam Neeson call Hitler, and first of all, Hitler being like, "I don't speak English, but the tone of your voice is very menacing, and I've decided I will try art again." So I think if we get Liam Neeson's Taken in early enough, World War II never happens.
And Erica, it's your free-for-all round, again being anti-Keanu.
Right.
No, anything you want.
I thought it was free-for-all. So then
free-for-all round, yeah.
Come on, Paul. Don't you know the rules to this game? Because I definitely don't. I know that facts aren't jokes, but I feel like it's very important for me to know, for me to tell you all that during my research, I found out that we are very fortunate that Liam Neeson actually played Oscar Schindler, because one of the other actors who auditioned for the role was Mel Gibson. And that would have been a choice that would not have aged well. Just wanted you all to know that. Vote.
Vote. Let's see your vote. They're coming out. That is actually, wow. That is a piece of news. But yeah, World War II games are better in 2020 because it's a good chance to go out and shoot Nazis.
World War II games just became free on PlayStation Plus right now. Just a nice little plug for Sony, my big benefactor.
My sponsor for
my sponsor for life.
So if you want to vote for Tim, or you want to vote for Erica on Facebook, just put a like on the hashtag comments for them. It's hashtag anti-Neeson, Tim is for vote for Tim, and hashtag F for all Erica. That's the one you like if you are going for Erica. So here we are. Erica, that was amazing. Free for all goes to Erica for me. We got a vote for Tim. Okay, facts may not be jokes, but that's funny. So here it is. I don't know who Tom is, but Tom gets you. I believe that's a vote for Tim, but there it is. Okay, we got the correction is come in, but it's nice to see. I thought MySpace had invaded us for a little bit. That
would have been great.
Yeah, we are. That is
that's Erica. That's a sweeping
Erica. Erica has won that round. So we are about to go have our matchup. It's going to be. Hold it. Was that 2 for Erica?
No, she's got a bunch. Wait, no. AJ just kept yelling Erica. Shit, you're right. Wait, no.
She's won that round, but has she won?
This is the first round of things.
Yes.
Oh no! Right. Because you did that dumb thing again. Right. We're tied.
Yeah, it's tied. So we're doing a second free for all round.
Oh man!
Ooh, Erica had dropped the big gun, but she had won that one. That means Tim is going first again. So Tim, you get to go first on a second free for all round.
I don't want to.
No, you with a standing there. Love it.
Oh, Lord, here's the thing. I don't want. You know what? I'm going to burn this joke because I'm gonna lose this round anyway. And if I don't, I'll just lose against Chris. Okay, here's my other Bill and Ted joke. Okay, let's say Ted isn't John Wick. Let's say we actually just put Ted Theodore Logan into John Wick and see how it all works out. One of the cool things about Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and Bogus Journey is that Ted and Bill use the time machine to go back in time to set up stuff for events that they're currently in. So if they need a book, they're like, oh, in the future, I will go to the past and put the book here, and bam, there's the book. And that would be great in John Wick, because then John Wick could be like running around going, man, I wish there was a bag of grenades here. Oh, there is. Oh, I wish someone would loosen that floorboard so that bad guy would fall. Hey, it did, and he did. Man, if I spent less time going back and getting bags of grenades and loosening floorboards, I might have saved my dog.
There we go. Tim, we are going now for the second free-for-all round with Erica.
All right, so guys, I don't know if you know this, but Mel Gibson was almost cast as Oscar Schindler. No, just kidding. So the episode
is funny.
The title of this episode is Livewire, and I don't know, Paul mentioned like 2 random bands who have songs called Livewire. I definitely remember what they are. I thought that he was going to say Beastie Boys, and I just want to say that, so at the end of Schindler's List, they mention how, so Oskar Schindler saved, I don't know, like 1,100 people, like a lot of people, and their descendants, by the time the movie was made, numbered like 6,000. We don't know who they are, but I'm just saying maybe without Oskar Schindler, we wouldn't have any Beastie Boys. And I don't want to imagine a world without the Beastie Boys.
Okay, so the vote is up there for Erica and for Tim for threatening our popular music. So it's either Erica or Tim. Let's see the votes come in.
Yeah, no, fucking vote for Erica because Tim is out of jokes.
Vote for Tim.
No, don't say that.
Erica's just going to start naming Beastie Boys songs.
I would pay money.
I want blood.
Okay.
I want blood here, guys.
I think he gave Chris a run for his money on longest answer.
We've got a good comment. Where's Don to keep track of things? Unfortunately, there's only one person who could be running the control panel. I wish Don was here, or if we had somebody else hosting, that would be a potential.
Deep cut, Sean, holy hell!
Yeah, well, it's Rick goes there with 25-cent chicken wings.
Holy
I
hell!
think that Sean's found my grade 6 background.
Hosting.
That is a great photo. Does he actually work for NASA? Is that like a for real thing?
Yeah, that is a for real thing.
NASA's still a real thing.
God damn, that's cool.
So
No, I know NASA's a real thing.
that dangling, was it modifier?
There's still people up there in them there rockets.
All right, we're seeing the votes coming in. Oh, Patrick wants to see Tim sweat. I think with this temperature, everybody's sweating.
That look is saying everything too. Like that.
Everybody's got a fetish.
There we go.
Tim is sweating. It's hot in here in my luxurious big fake apartment.
Okay, it's at this point I'm seeing more votes for Tim than for Erica. We are going to have to call this one for Tim. I don't mean to sound like I'm disappointed.
I am.
Okay. And now it's off to see our finalist for this round. We are going to go starting with Chris Sandiford with his choice of Leonardo DiCaprio going first on the positive round.
So hang on a minute. How many rounds do so if I won the last 2 rounds, we still need to go? He and I on this topic?
Yes.
See, you defeated your battler and I defeated my battler, so we are the same, you and I.
Oh, sorry, my screen was only showing Paul. Sorry, I had something on it, and I know now I'm an idiot because you couldn't see what I was seeing. Paul, please continue, sweetheart, please.
Chris, you get to be positive on your choice. Here we go, Chris Sandiford.
Thank you very much again for having me, let me just say, and thank you very much for impaneling this great, most trusted, deliberative body. Everyone on this panel is just so spectacular, and we need all of our minds to come together on some of these issues, and indeed to argue them further. My answer, if it pleased the BattleCOM, Titanic would have been better if Leo was played by Wolf of Wall Street himself, Jordan Belfort, because he wouldn't have been in steerage. Imagine that. He and Fabrizio, played by Jonah Hill, would have been in first class. And he and Billy Zane could have been friends. And if we don't like that, he could have been friends with Victor Newman from The Young and the Restless, who's also in the movie. And he and Rose, Jordan Belfort would have been fucked on Quaaludes when the iceberg hit. And to them, it's like, imagine it's like one of these cool Cassavetes movies. It's like Burning Man, it didn't even matter that thing hit. It's like Stonewall, man.
Tim, it's your turn for the positive round with your Keanu Reeves switcheroo.
Oh man, I want to see Ted Theodore.
Before you continue, I just want to do a shout out to Sean Beckett who just logged in.
Is Beckett here?
Beckett is here. He just missed the first. He just caught Chris as positive. So here we go. He gets your turn to be positive against Chris.
He's trying to say
the end of the first round.
Yeah. So Ted Theodore Logan as John Wick, I think would be absolutely incredible. First of all, we'd get to see George Carlin in a John Wick movie. That'd be really, really fun. I like all of the people that John Wick as Ted Theodore Logan could employ, because in the second movie, you start to see more of John Wick's past friends and past handymen and past hitmen people, and now they could literally be the past hitmen people, because he can be all like, man, I'm on my own because the syndicate wants to kill me and that hitman's trying to kill me. I'm just going to go pick up Genghis Khan and Napoleon at the bowling alley, and we're going to go kill some bitches at the mall.
All right, vote. Let's see your votes. Let's see how that is coming across. Make sure your votes are out. It is now up in the on screen. So I'm looking for giving the likes, either for hashtag Keanu for Tim or hashtag Chris for Leo. What? All right. So it wasn't really standardized when I did that, but we have.
Hey, Brendan, if you drop
things.
the green screen, I think you'll be less digital on your skin tone. I think it's because your processor's working.
I think it's a good look. I think it's a good look.
No, I like it too. I'm just wondering. Now I'm just curious. I'm like, if he drops it, will he have?
By the way, we have to point out that in that somebody just Googled whether or not Jonah Hill was in Titanic.
Sean, you got it. Sean, that's a
if Jonah Hill had been in Titanic, he would have been like an idiot for sure.
All right.
You have to have the quote up for that to make sense. Thanks, Paul.
Sorry, that make it better?
Yeah, if Jonah Hill was in Titanic, he would have been like an idiot in that. And you got
all right. Time traveling and John Wick seems to be going positive. We get Chris. Tim just said Hitman. Hitman.
Hi, man.
Human?
Hi, man, more than ever. I think he was saying Hitman because you said Hitman several times. So just drop the T. So looking at the votes coming through. Ooh.
Oh, I'd like to point out that I have spoken out loud 5 times, and my daughter is watching, and she has voted for me once.
I'm sorry. Your daughter is she pumped into the feed? Is that what you're saying?
She's sitting in her room watching this on a laptop because she doesn't like live shows.
So this is her chance to actually vote for Chris for Dad being passive aggressive. If she's looking on Facebook right now has Chris in the lead.
She's on YouTube.
Oh my God, is that true?
Is looking like Tim is in the lead.
Split the diff.
So no, it's kind of evened up. It's because Facebook has Chris in the lead. Chris has won the positive round. So we are now on to the negative round.
Okay.
Tim,
I thank you, everybody.
Go negative first.
I think, I don't think Leo from Wolf of Wall Street would be good in Titanic, simply because Leo's character in Titanic, in Wolf of Wall Street, was in the Titanic, as you mentioned. That is just Billy Zane. So it would just be 2 Billy Zanes. And as much as I love Billy Zane, his job on that movie was to make me hate him. And he did a great job. And so hate that guy twice. Also, I kind of do like your answer, simply because here's where I think it would be great is at the end he would have kicked Rose in the face and she would have drowned and he would have like floated to the beach. That would
you beat me to one of my jokes.
All right.
Well, you've only had eight rounds, so
here it is. Chris Sandiford is going negative.
And this is right. Okay, and it's the Bill and Ted character in
Ted Theodore Logan.
In John Wick 3 specifically, right?
In all the John Wicks.
I'm so sorry. Let's see. How can I go negative on that? I like that answer too, but you know what? Because and by the way, because I'm a sound BattleCOM person, I do want to thank you for handling this great deliberative body. Once again, thank you for having me. You know what? I think that'd be a disaster. Although the ability to try and time travel, which I assume he would have in the John Wick films, crossed over, although that would seem like a really good tool to have in the toolbox of a hitman, you're going to have all these paradoxes, man, flying all over the place. Suppose you got to kill someone and you use as your power from the time travel one, which for some reason I can't remember because I guess I've had too much wine. Imagine he went back in time and killed someone, enabling a paradox that swallows the universe as we know it. I mean, NASA knows what I'm talking about. I'm not making this shit up. This is quantifiable string theorem.
It's pandemonium.
Bill and Ted. I forgot
Bill and Ted's
names
Excellent Adventure.
I was going to
by
say,
the way,
Bob and Doug.
who is excited actually for the new Bill and Ted 2020?
Oh, I'm going to have to do a free-for-all in a second.
Oh, right.
Shut
So
your
we are.
Wait a minute.
Are
Are they coming back? Are they both coming back?
Let's see.
There
let's
is
see
a
the
Bill and Ted
votes.
3 coming back, yeah.
So we're up on Facebook. You can vote on Facebook by clicking like on it's either hashtag Tim pro Billy Zane or hashtag Chris too powerful time traveling hit paradox. Those are the two things that you can vote, or vote here by spamming the comments with your choice. Let's see.
Brendan, note that is just your skin tone. Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
While they're voting, can I just say something that's been on my chest? Can I get something on my chest here because of COVID? I'm watching a lot of Canadian news, and as much as the long-term care situation, that's no laughing matter at all. I think that's a huge blind spot.
NASA has agreed with you. You were right about the paradoxes.
Thank you so much. As much as the long-term care thing has been in our a blind spot for who's going to get infected, and as much as that's no laughing matter, I think it's crazy how many people are going out with their bagpipes playing to these people. Not everyone likes bagpipes, and it's on the news every night. Some new guy and in front of a new one, and they show B-roll of people enjoying it. It's you're not showing everybody. Am I the only one that thinks this? Every night on the National. I got a TV up here. It's like a dentist's office.
I left Nova Scotia because of the bagpipes. That's I can see.
And I don't mind bagpipes, actually. I mean, I'm a guy that I don't necessarily enjoy them, but I get them. But I'm not everybody likes them. Some people hate them. It's crazy.
All right.
Anyway.
And it is, this one is looking
that was my kid.
Yeah, there we are. Somebody just realized that they're going to be asking for more allowance in the future.
I thought you were lying about that. I thought that was a made up thing.
No, legitimately, they're both sitting in my daughter's room watching on their laptop.
You have children.
We know that you have sold your love to her for this vote. We understand. I understand.
For many things, including cookies. I have to make.
So just because I'm crap at taking notes, who won the first round between the two of you?
I'll just go ahead and say that I did because I did. I know we're all being very bashful.
Okay, so that has tied up the game because Tim has won that one. We're now into a free-for-all round in the marathon version of the first episode of BattleCOM. So here we are, free-for-all round. Going first is the loser from the last round, Chris.
Okay, I'll just be brief. I hate the free-for-alls as well. I will go positive on mine. First of all, thank you very much for having me here and paneling this great BattleCOM. And if it please the BattleCOM, I'll just say Jack Dawson is a wimp. Jordan Belfort's a wolf, baby. That's it.
Tim, you're free for all. So it's positive and negative. Just be entertaining or roast battle on your person.
All right. Bill and like we were talking about before, Bill and Ted 3 is coming out, and they have not leaked what the story is, but I can guarantee you what the story is. The story is that somebody stopped Rufus from going back in time for Ted to go to pass his history class, and he went to military school. He went to John Wick. He went through 3 different movies. He's up against the Syndicate. It looks like he's about to die, and Rufus from a 4th timeline is coming back and getting Bill and saying, your friend Ted needs our help now in the future, and they're taking John Wick through time to kill Hitler.
Wow. That has brought it back in to a full loop. We brought in Erica's one on that one. So I can't spell either. So we get the hashtags. Chris and Tim are up there for your votes.
By the way, can we talk about time travel paradoxes now that everything's all over? Everybody's first answer is like, what would you do if you went back in time? They're like, I'd kill Hitler. It's like, there are dictators now.
that you should kill, right?
Yeah, you're not killing those guys.
Right, because
You're not even going to the McDonald's. You're getting Uber to bring it. You're not going to fucking kill Hitler.
Yeah, but that's the beauty of the time travel. You know, time has let that person germinate and turn into the genocidal maniac.
I like it. Yeah.
And history is clear. Oh yeah, that guy's really bad. But yeah, look, I agree. There's bad people today. Holy hell. I'm not going to say to kill them though on a live
Clarence
stream.
Clemens is dead too, so that's so sad. I'm trying to figure the reference, but Sean is wondering. The NASA guy is wondering if he can buy drugs from Tim. But you can't go wrong with a dead Hitler.
Yeah, because NASA can't get high.
Hitler is dead, so
I heard that, Brendan. Hey, do you guys want to get high?
Do you want to get? You ever been space high?
I'm so high.
Studies. We've seen votes for Chris. The impressive crossover plot. Tim gets the vote. Let's see how the likes are showing up. Looking
no joke,
at,
by the way. This is like my favorite BattleCOM panel in a really long time. This is like really strong. I love everybody on this show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It's a one-way street. I'm pretty bored and I don't like it. I'm sorry. I'm hating every minute. There's karaoke. Honest to God, there's karaoke outside with my family, and I can't wait to go start doing it with them.
You're going to have to. We have 2 more rounds, so we're going to midnight.
And but the winner of the first round is Tim.
No way.
Yeah. So Tim has won the first battlefield. He's our first battle champion of this. Is anyone out there think of anything that they would add as a character? I know this is a very complicated one. We're going to keep it simple moving forward. But does anyone want to put them in the comments why Tim is off to the kitchen to get himself a drink? I'm just doing water out of hey, it's a Montreal Comic-Con bottle. So thank you, Montreal Comic-Con, for helping spread the news about the show.
Oh, Alexia, say hi.
Is there any character? Yes. Hey, and Sean is agreeing with you that it was a great panel. Is so happy to see Erica. Hasn't seen her in ages. So yay. This has been 47 minutes to get through the first battle. The next 2 battles are
I blame myself and Chris. That's all us. Erica and Brendan did their job properly, and Chris and I, the egos are taking over.
Oh, somebody is private sent me that John Goodman in the Flintstones, as played by John Goodman in Cloverfield. He's used to dinosaurs. So there's that suggestion that came in from actually a battler who's in the bloody show who didn't use that one. So Andy Serkis as Gollum in King Kong. A lot of people would notice him climbing the Empire State Building. So he probably would have lived a little bit longer. So we are going to go on to the next battle round. Let's see what that is, because my memory's gone.
The best thing about quarantine.
Oh, yeah, here we are. Where is it? It is...
This animation is ballin'.
It is amazing animation, and it helps when I'm on the right page for the cues. What is the best thing about quarantine life? So we're going to bring up all of our battlers at this point in time. The first person who's going to go on the positive round is, there's the positive ticker, is going to be Tim Riel. So Tim, what is the best thing about quarantine life? Actually, I'll give here we are, quarantine life.
Take it away, Erica.
That is Erica.
Oh, you're not going to tell them the answer? I think the best thing about quarantine life is how much I get to see everybody. Because, like, in real life, everybody's super busy and we're all hustling to get our shit. I've got comedy. We're all busy. I've got a family life. I never get to see anybody. And now because of quarantine, on Fridays at 8:30, I'm forced to see you people.
Oh, yay. All right, we're going to see who you're facing off against right now. It is Brendan and his choice. Yeah, Brendan, you're
Okay.
positive. Yeah.
My choice. The best thing about quarantine life so far is that pants are optional, everybody. I'm not wearing pants right now. In fact, I've been working from home and getting some stuff done without pants on. It's some of the greatest times in modern history. I defy one person who was like, yes, I had a full business meeting in a suit and tie that was actually wearing the pants. I'm going to call shenanigans on that, and I'm going to say the best part about the quarantine is that pants are very much optional.
So let's see your votes. This is the positive round. Positive about
Chris is stretched out so sexy right now.
Yeah, he does.
I was checking
Look at
my Insta. And
Oh, damn.
you went back wide
No,
to
but
everybody, and I went, whoa, okay.
Whoa, what happened? I just got 1,000
I was
likes.
just checking my Insta over here. Some people would check it here, but I don't. I like it over here. That's where my Insta lives.
Oh, we actually had a comment as an audience choice for the last round. Where to go? Whoops.
Was it the Josh Brolin one? Because that was up a long time over Brendan's face.
It wasn't okay. Josh Brolin for Infinity War. Josh Brolin from the Goonies. So
Nice.
That doesn't make any sense. All right. No, I love it. I love it.
That's a great idea. Child actor.
So
51st dates with Drew Barrymore and E.T.
we're looking at
The role is so little in ET.
Why can't this kid remember shit?
You two shut us down. Let's not go there because Brendan, you just won that round. So Brendan just won the positive round. We're going to switch it back to Tim for the negative about Brendan's choice about the best thing about quarantine life being no pants. Tim.
Wait, I thought we were going to do the positive round of the other people while we counted votes.
No, that was just a mistake on my part.
I thought it was just a really great idea. Okay. The pants thing is first of all, I would normally agree the no pants thing is not good. But Brendan's two jobs are stand-up comedian and house salesman, and I don't like the idea that he's not wearing pants while doing those things. It's creepy.
And here we go, Brendan.
And do you mean shorts, or are you in your underwear?
Like, whatever. Depends on the day. We all got lives to live. Sometimes we're too busy to find those stretchy basketball
Did we just
shorts.
drop out?
No, we are all still here. But we just switched.
Apparently, I'm the only one on the screen, right?
Yeah, Brendan's the only one that's on the screen right now.
Yeah. What's happening right now? Are we being hacked? Is this one of those Zoom hackers? Get off of our feed, you Zoom hackers.
You get to be negative about how much Tim gets to see everyone.
Oh, how much we get to see everybody. And that's the best part about quarantine life. The best part about quarantine life, besides not wearing pants, is not having to see everybody. Don't get me wrong. I like seeing a lot of you at comedy clubs. I like talking to you there. But a lot of times, I don't want to talk to you. Sometimes you just need your own space. And sometimes you need that own space without wearing pants. So I would say that the best part about quarantine is being able to see everybody? Not a chance. Because you know what you get to do when you don't want to see people? Shut your laptop. That's right. And that was a shot of my shorts that I'm wearing. Boom. Brendan McKeigan, 2020.
All right, let's see your votes. The vote hashtags are up for Tim or for Brendan. You can vote on Facebook at the BattleCOM. It's facebook.com/BattleCOM TV. So you can vote there, or you can just start spamming the comments. And hey, somebody mentioned that hacks aren't jokes, and I got very nervous when the camera.
You can't make jokes when your main profile picture is a cat and you're an adult human male.
To be fair, it is a second cat.
Oh, you're right. My bad. I'll take it back.
Yeah. He took the time to change the cat. So clearly,
the best thing about quarantine is that Paul makes up the rules as he goes along, because that really hides how bad my memory is.
Sean, what did I do to hurt his feelings?
Because you don't want to see any of us.
It's unintentional. It's unintentional.
But this is
my kids,
like
my kids
it is. going to be that looks like it's Brendan. So Brendan has pulled it off in 2 rounds. He has managed to get that, but don't forget.
That's right, and I'm not wearing pants.
Don't forget, Alexia is looking to get a raise, so she voted for Dad. And that cat can vote. So, yeah, we didn't need to see Brendan's shorts, but it somehow came out. Meouch. All right.
Wow, love that one.
Meouch.
Yeah,
There is that I think is gone for Erica's heart. But the first person here is going to be Chris. Chris, you get to be negative about not negative. No, Chris is being positive about the fact that the best thing in quarantine is that sexting is back.
So wait, how come you got to say my thing and everyone else?
And you didn't say any of our things.
It's a potpourri show, Chris. We change the rules every round.
Okay, here we go.
Snowball!
And Erica's choice is the fact there's no creeps. So I think this is
that's great.
Together. So Chris Sandiford, positive round.
Okay, so the show's running long, so I will just say thank you very much, Paul Ash, for impaneling this great panel and getting together this great deliberative body. Indeed, we are doing the good work of the people here today. Obviously, if it pleases the BattleCOM, the best thing about quarantine life is sexting is back, baby, in a big way. To the point where my phone right now is filled with consensual nudes, and it's all because of quarantine. It's a very thirsty time for everybody, and I you know what? I hope afterwards this is something that we're going to just continue on with in the culture. Consensual sexts.
All right, and with the counterpoint of being positive that the best thing about quarantine life is no creeps, it is Erica Taddeo.
No creeps. It is so great. Listen, the last 2 months have been kind of rough. Now that I live alone, I have not touched, hugged, and barely even spoken to any other human beings in over 2 months. But the good news is that there have been no creeps. Why? Because I'm working from home. You can't get flashed on the metro if you don't take the metro. Genius. I love it. It's great. No flashing. Let's keep it that way.
There we go. The vote hashtags are up on Facebook, so you can click like on the comments on the Facebook, or just start spamming us from YouTube.
To be fair, because you put hashtag Erica/no creeps with no caps, and it legit looks like the next SoundCloud rapper hit.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
no creeps. That track slaps.
Yeah, it's like, oh, what's the next TikTok trend? It's that song "No Creeps" from hashtag Erica.
Tim, you're right. Chris ain't married.
Yeah,
that's true. I guess. You know what? I'm happy to lose this round if I'm the only one that's not married.
I'm not married. I'm super single. I'm also glad there are no creeps because no one has touched me in a long time either.
Paul, did you mean to put our 2 battles together? Because it's a battle. It's a tale of all the time.
I went down the list. The first one was the order that I had everybody, and then the second one was starting from the beginning and picking the last, and that's how it went. I like the fact that
great job, girls. Great job, girls.
He is, and his daughter went in and vote for Erica.
Okay.
So
I will just say, AJ Young, that mine came from the heart as well. I mean, this is absolutely true. I'm just everyone's getting thirsty at me, and I'm loving it. I don't get that kind of attention on the phone usually, so excuse me. Quarantine hasn't filled my, the belly.
Chris, I've been slacking. I know.
Erica, we are seeing a rope. I expected a nude from you this morning. Where is it?
We're seeing a rope.
I was working on my SoundCloud rap.
Where is your nude?
For a couple Chris comments here. This would have been a complete Erica. Erica has won the first point. So we're about to go into the negative round. Negative. I'm reigning in the chaos. Chris Sandiford, you get to be negative about no creeps.
Oh, holy hell. No creeps, huh? Erica, I think I'm going to attack your argument in this wise. Yeah, I hope there's no creeps, Erica, in your house and in your, kind of day-to-day isolation, yeah, I hope there are no creeps, coming around when you're watching Space Force on Netflix out today. Creeps. You know what? Here's another thing. As much as creeps need to go and their time is up, and hashtag me as well, it is also time for us to recognize that, in the home where creeps aren't allowed to come and follow us, it's important to recognize, what if you are the creep? And I ask that to everybody in the room, including myself. I'm losing this episode.
All right, Erica.
Getting right off the rails. I'm so sorry.
Just backpedal right over the edge.
Maybe you're the creep. I say again, maybe you're the creep.
All right,
I hope
clear
I'm
the
not
mic for
the
Erica.
I just want to say I feel like this round is definitely complicated. Paul, when you matched my topic and Chris's topic up together, I just feel like you should have maybe asked the advice of someone who I think you know. His name is the Love Doctor. I feel like he would have something to say about this. You've probably never met him though. It's fine.
I've
Thanks
never
for
seen
the
them in the same room.
I haven't either. I mean, listen, sexting, the way that Chris describes it, is a very healthy, very good thing, I guess. It just sucks for the people who, maybe want to engage in like a little bit of like being flirty and like taking care of that thirst, quenching that thirst. I don't know what I'm saying. But like, what if you're bad at it? Like, this is not a fun time if you're a person who is bad at sexting or perhaps at photography of any kind. Because you can't just be like, ooh, he texted me this. And then like all your friends crowd around your phone and they're like, say this. And you're like, yeah, this is great. I have social skills. What if you don't have social skills? Or what if you can't take proper pictures? As actually Chris would know, because pretty much every time I see him on television, I just like take a random picture of my TV and like half the wall behind it and just like post it to Facebook. And I'm like, guys, it's Chris. He moved to Toronto, but he's still on my television. They're not good pictures, is all I'm saying. They're not.
All right, we are on the.
I'm happy to lose that round. I'm happy to lose that round, but let me slap back here for a moment. Erica, let me slap back. This is,
you sure you don't want to save it for the free-for-all round?
This is a great time.
You might have another round. Stop.
This is a great time to learn new things. I know how to moonwalk now, and this is all COVID, man. You got to learn how to.
Do you mean the 2C slide?
Is that what it's called?
No, it's called the moonwalk, but Drake's got a song where he teaches you how to moonwalk, and he calls it the 2C slide.
That's right, and that's a huge track. That track slide.
Yeah, because it's easier to say when you're under 18.
Slide. Right foot up. Left foot slide.
I think it's one of the weirdest parts there was the creeps seem to be back in how creepy Erica was talking about sexting. So let's see your votes. I'm seeing some of the votes come in. Yeah, the currently on Facebook, it seems Erica is in the lead. Erica basically saying, "I want to flirt, but no nudes." That's great.
Yeah, that seems to be everybody I know.
Daniel Karen, shout out Daniel Karen is in. He's not voting for anyone, but he's
abstaining. He's abstaining.
He's just commentating.
He's commentating.
You know what? When we were just guests at the show and not on it, Paul, like me and Dan would abstain from every vote. We'd pretend to clap, but we'd abstain. And like you'd give us the cards, but we'd like, we wouldn't be counted, because
there was a lot of corners that were ripped out for people's filters. I don't know if that was the two of you.
Well, probably.
Right.
Probably. Yeah.
We get a vote for Erica as well.
May I just say I'm very impressed that a cat is voting for me. I feel like it's very on brand, and it made my Friday night. You guys get all of your cats to vote for me.
I don't mean to bum you out, but I first
believe
cat
that was
died,
the sex.
and this is a new cat. This is the currently alive cat.
How dare you, Tim?
Erica again, because now I'm afraid she sexted her kneecaps to someone as flirting.
I would not do that because my kneecaps are very unattractive.
Isn't that a standard one anyway? Isn't that like the beach thing where you're sitting at the beach? Here are my knees.
Yeah, you gotta take a picture of your legs.
This one is clearly Erica. Erica has done the sweep.
Yeah, she crushed it.
She has won that first round. And,
hey, Chris, remember when
here we go. The
super
creeps
well
are back.
and made it to the end of
I
a
said no
round
creeps.
together?
Hey, look, I cannot wait for the show to be over. So, can't wait.
Well, we are now in to the final round of the second battlefield. Brendan McKeigan is facing off against Erica Taddeo. Brendan, you get to go first with your choice of no pants being the best thing about quarantine life.
So let's say that maybe you want to actually wear shorts. Maybe you don't want to just be in your underwear. How many people here have had to actually put on a belt? Not many. And that's great, everybody, because when you think quarantine life, you think scrunchy waistbands. That's right. The best part about quarantine life is not having to wear restrictive pants that chafe your knees, make your kneecaps look all weird, or anything like that. You know, you just get to free for all around, and if you're living on by yourself, you don't even have to wear a shirt. You could just be full in the birthday suit.
There we are. No pants positive from Brendan. We're now into no creeps positive from Erica.
Oh man, I'm also just like, thank you, Brendan, for making all of these arguments while Donald ducking it. Appreciate it. I mean, what can I say? Like, you know, I don't know. Tim said that it's great to not have any comedy shows. I really miss going to shows. I don't miss people following me home from shows, so that's pretty cool. I'm not going out at night. I'm barely going out at all. And since we have to keep our 2-meter distance, like no one can grab you because whose arms are 2 meters long? It's amazing. Although if someone's arms are 2 meters long, I'm going to stay a little bit further than 2 meters away. Okay, now I've got a new thing to be afraid of. Vote.
All right. For those people with incredibly long
solid?
arms, you are immediately creeping out Erica Taddeo. The voting hashtags are up on the Facebook. So click the like of the person you choose. It's either hashtag Brendan or hashtag Erica. Let's see who wins this round. Let's see your comments coming in.
Right now, there's a guy 2 meters away from his
somehow
keyboard.
Chris voted for himself.
That's not me. I've been hacked.
All right, we're looking at oh wow, it's Facebook is tied, and we've got another vote coming in from a cat on so far. Erica has the lead. Quarantine life, this is the best things about it. That was the positive round. We're about to go into the negative round soon as we determine the winner on this one here. So Erica all day.
More like Erica.
I'm also afraid of that image.
Taddeo.
Whoa. Erica has created a new fear in people, is other people with 2 meter long arms. So Erica has won the first round, the positive
it's a
round.
solid position. No creeps is just too solid. That footing is.
I just
sure.
love how there's for sure one guy on here with 2 meter arms just voting like this. Just 2 meters away from his
that is a
keyboard.
beautiful camera angle, and let's bring it up nice and close for you, Brendan, as you get to go first on the negative round. Negative about no creeps.
There's no creeps on the internet. Someone has not heard of Omegle.com. If everyone's on the internet right now, feel free. Go to Omegle.com. See how long it takes you to see something else. Not you, Alexia. Not in that room. But I'm just saying, there are a lot of creeps on the internet. In fact, there's a whole show about creeps on the internet and how they meet people who aren't of legal age. And then they get busted in someone's house. And that show is Living with R. Kelly.
All right. We're going now to the negative round. You're going to be negative about no pants following an R. Kelly comment.
I mean, I know that there are creeps on the internet. That's why you block them. In some cases, multiple times. How? I'm not sure. But that happened. Anyways, if anyone wants to send an angry email to someone that I've had to block multiple times, let me know. I got all of his contact information that he sent me before I blocked him multiple times. Terrifying. Anyways, guys, listen, I gotta be honest. I'm one of those people who's got like bad circulation, so I need to wear pants because otherwise I'm just gonna get cold. All right, I'm not like one of those like hot knee people, like one of those hot thigh people. Like I need to wear pants. I just do. But then Brendan pivoted from no pants into soft pants. I do kind of have to wear, like, is anyone wearing rigid pants at home? No, everyone's wearing sweatpants at home. And then we knew this even before quarantine happened. Everyone was wearing soft pants at home. Who wasn't? What are you, Jack Donaghy from 30 Rock wearing a tux because it's after 6 p.m.? No. Just made that 30 Rock reference because I don't have anything else to say. But basically, I don't know. Also, dresses. Let's be real. I'm not wearing workout pants for 3 days in a row.
Oh, free
That was the
association.
best mic drop I've ever
Also
seen.
dresses.
Also dresses. Thank you. Good night.
By the way, gentlemen, you should totally try wearing dresses. They are great.
As if we haven't all day.
I was
They're
gonna
called
say,
kilts.
a judicial robe.
Kilts are being
it's all the
fans
same.
of Monty Python. Yeah, dresses have been worn, except for Chris has mentioned very strongly earlier about how he will not wear a dress. So
That's
we
not
have,
true.
kilts
That is not true. I
Nice.
will interrupt everybody and say that there are pictures of me on Facebook and Instagram. I did drag last year for charity. I did makeup and everything.
Yeah, that's going to ruin your career in 2042 when that becomes a thing.
all right,
I guess.
let's keep it off the
They're gonna
cancel
come for me first.
culture. The hashtags are up for the votes on this round. Let's see. I'm just checking to make sure that is not frozen. But we are taking a look. We get a vote for Brendan. We get a vote for Erica. Let's see these. And yeah, Erica because dresses. And
I'm telling you, mic drop moment. That's the clip.
that is
Also dresses.
Yeah, guys, I'm just gonna be a catchphrase comic from now on.
oh, so Tim. No,
Look at that
it's
guy.
Oh, that's
I don't know
hot.
what.
Oh, Chris,
Oh,
hot.
there we go. Now we understand why you're sexting so much, Chris.
Yeah,
That's
look at
definitely
this.
part of it. I'm not ashamed. That's
chaos.
definitely part of it.
Oh, we get somebody has thrown out that Erica killed Brendan on that one. Erica, I actually put on jeans for tonight's show.
First of all, Tim
no,
Rowcliffe doesn't have a profile picture. And if history has taught me anything, it's that those are the creepiest people on the
I was
internet.
gonna say that's a creep.
Right?
Tim, get a picture in there.
Get a picture. Get a picture, Tim Rowcliffe.
I would just like to also start bashing one of the few people who do follow everything BattleCOM. I think if we should shit on somebody, it is Tim Rowcliffe, who has been nothing but supportive. Screw that guy. Get a picture on YouTube, jerk.
We're calling this round for Erica. Erica has gotten the votes to be the winner for this round. Hey, and we want to welcome AJ Young has come back as well. Nicole Groot. It's great seeing you here as well. Thank you, everybody who's been here. We've got one more round left to go. Yeah, hold it. Erica's won that. So Erica has to, Erica has faced off against Chris. So that is the second round is completed. Yeah. See, that one went in record time.
Moving on.
Okay.
We are learning as we go. If we can get a way to make sure that all the votes are counted across the two platforms that we broadcast on, it will be fantastic. A shout out right now to StreamYard, who has heard my complaint or my request about adding a voting feature to the streams. Hopefully, we'll be able to get that set up. So we're going to be going into the last battlefield here. Sean Griffin had asked about hot thigh people, and Tim is trying.
Chris is
So
a hot person.
let's take a look now. Facing off, our final topic should be coming up.
Well, there's a long video, so.
Yeah, exactly. There it is. What is the best defense in the zombie apocalypse? Our first two battlers are going to be Erica against Brendan again. So no, that's the first time, isn't it?
Can't be right.
It's the first time in a first round, yeah.
First time in a first round. So Erica against Brendan. Erica with her choice of bribery as the best defense in a zombie apocalypse against Brendan McKeigan's stay home and wash your hands. So we are facing off, starting with the positive round first. It is going to be Erica Taddeo.
All right. So, if there's anything that I've learned during isolation, it is that I have no marketable skills. I also have no upper body strength. I've tried to fix things in my house. Have I done a good job of it? Probably not. There's no one here to judge me on it. So it's pretty much just me being like, no, this sucks. So I know that I wouldn't really be able to do, oh, hi, Brandon. I wouldn't really be able to do anything for myself, but I am just a little bit of a hoarder, and I do still have a little bit of money savings left over because I haven't finished buying furniture for my house. So I figure any skills that I don't have, I can just bribe people to do it for me. Like, hey, you need tools? I have a toolbox. Like, I could use my hammer to just beat some zombies, but again, no upper body strength. I can get someone to beat them for me, though. Why? Because I have stuff that they want. Like novelty drinkware.
We need to see that novelty drinkware. There
it is.
Novelty drinkware.
I was kind of hoping for a Ghostbusters glass. Circa 19.
By the way, if anyone watching this has those McDonald's Batman Forever glasses and wants to like give them to me, get at me.
Give them just like that, sight unseen.
Yeah, if anyone wants to send strange packages in the mail to Erica.
She's missing the creep.
We've already specified that there should be no creeps. Brendan, you get to go positive on your choice of stay at home and wash your hands as the best defense in the zombie apocalypse. Go ahead on your positive round.
That's right. So we all know that the zombie virus is translated through touch, and it can live on surfaces. Now, the best way to avoid becoming a zombie or to translate or transmit the zombie virus to somebody else is to stay home and wash your hands. That's right. It's okay to have zombies within 2 meters of you as long as they don't touch or bite you. But if a zombie does come over and they need to for some reason, they need to wash their hands and sanitize as well. I cannot stress that enough, everybody. So it's important. The most important defense against zombies. Stay home, wash your hands, and be safe. Thank you very much. I'm Brendan McKeigan, and I approve this message.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
And the vote hashtags are up on Facebook, so you can now start liking either voting for Erica under hashtag Erica's-bribery or voting for Brendan under hashtag Brendan stay at home, wash your hands. And we have a comment from AJ saying, I may still have one, Erica, the one with the penguin and his giant yellow duck on it. So you may be able to get...
Returns, which is a Batman movie that I do not refuse to watch.
Forever.
Oh, so we got the wrong Batman happening. Try again, Eric. Try again, AJ. So we're just waiting for the votes to come in. And... hashtag Erica, Brendan is using his realtor jokes. No pants and hand washing.
What?
I love it, Sean.
Watch his pants.
Love it, Beckett. You're getting messy. You're getting into the mix. I love it.
And we do encourage, since we're not in a bar, we don't have the 25-cent chicken wings to send around to everyone. You can be drinking at home. So Sean is coming for Brendan now.
Apparently.
There we go.
We're friends.
So Erica and Brendan, let's see how the votes are going. Yeah. But it's tight here on the comments coming in from YouTube, but on Facebook it is very strong on Brendan. So Brendan, wow, the cat has voted for Brendan, which is going to be crushing to Erica. Yeah, there it is. That is it. We're calling that one for Brendan. So Brendan has the first point in the Brendan Erica battle of the third round. So we're now going on to the negative. Erica, you have to be negative about Brendan's choice of staying home and washing your hands as the best defense in the zombie apocalypse.
Brendan, I'm not sure if you know this because I know that you're not, a biologist or whatever, but zombies do not bite you with their hands. So how's hand washing supposed to help?
All right, Brendan, you get to be now negative about a bribery as the best defense in the zombie apocalypse.
First of all, I am a biologist. Secondly, no, I'm not. Obviously, sorry, what was
Trump University? Was that where you get your biology?
Trump University. It went defunct for some reason very quickly. So I'm going to go negative against. You say bartering? That was the answer, right?
Bribery.
Bartering would be actually pretty good. Bribery is not a good way because it shows weakness. And weakness in the zombie apocalypse will not be tolerated because you could try to bribe someone like, hey, I'll give you this if you give me some food. And they'll say, sure, give me the thing. And then you give them the thing and then they go, pow! And then they have both the things.
There we go. Brendan describing a post-apocalyptic bribery and how it doesn't work. So
Concisely, I might add.
What was that, Tim?
Concisely. Yeah.
I have run many, many diagnostics on this.
Yeah. And it always ends with bang. I've got both things.
Oh, we actually have audience members coming in saying facts aren't jokes, Erica. So people are thinking about it, and
be fair,
you don't own a cat. The cat owns you.
Oh, wow!
There is a negative Erica thing that's happening here. It's not very pretty.
This voting circle is a tornado.
It is. We're looking at
Sean's back on my side now.
How Brendan? We're looking. I'm looking at Facebook right now. Brendan is in the lead. Somebody is actually liking the Pow Brendans. I'm not counting that as extra votes for Brendan. So,
but if you vote for me, maybe I will give you some ice cream in a bowl shaped
how
like a
many little
baseball hat.
plastic things that aren't actual things do you have?
What team is that? What team is that?
I have a problem. It is the Seattle Mariners.
Oh,
Nice.
All right, we're seeing these come up. We're seeing them come up. It's almost like we're shopping Brendan because Erica's zombies don't bite with capitalism either.
No, but capitalism kills everything, so like it's cool.
All right,
that should have been your argument.
That should have been the argument, but we're giving this one to Brendan, and somebody is voting for ice cream. So
Nice.
Unfortunately, the ice cream, even adding that to Erica's vote, does not defeat Brendan. Brendan has won the first round of our third battlefield. So he will be facing off against the winner between Tim Riel and Chris Sandiford with their choices of Tim Riel of Die Immediately and Chris Sandiford's owning a motorhome or a Winnebago. I let him get away with giving me two answers, but he should stick to one in the battle.
One's a brand name and the other is an example.
owning Nikes or Reebok.
So there you go. You get to go first on the positive round, Chris.
Thank you very much for paneling this great panel. This is a great deliberative body, and indeed, we're doing the great work of the world here. I cannot stress this enough. What we're going through right now, COVID-19, make no mistake, these last 3 months have been the first act of a zombie movie. Later down the line, we're going to realize that once you've had COVID-19 for 9 months, you become a zombie or something like that. So make no mistake, if I had a motorhome or a Winnebago, I'd be hightailing it to the Redwood Forest and having a cookout between the sequoias. By the way, zombies can't camp, they can't vacation, and they can't road trip.
There we are. He's doing a mic drop. That was Chris Sandiford, and now Tim Riel with your positive round.
Yeah, to clarify, I didn't say die immediately. I said get infected immediately because that's how you survive in the best way, a zombie apocalypse. Like if we've learned anything from COVID-19, it's that the same thing as a zombie apocalypse. You know who's having the best time of their lives right now? People who already have COVID-19. I mean, some of them are dead and some of them can't walk anymore, but that's the same as the zombie virus. But the ones who can walk and still get around and still eat things and attack stuff, they're having the best time because right now, if you go out in the street, there's some people that are like, yeah, I'm just cleaning up. I'm having all of the hugs and kisses because you can't, and I already survived. So I'm immune now, and I'm just going to have a good time. Basically, the people that got infected first are the rich people who faked a leg injury in World War II. They're staying home and sleeping with your girlfriend.
there we are. The hashtags are up. So you're either voting for Tim's positive, which is infected immediately, or listening or going for Chris's positive, which is own a Winnebago or a motorhome. I just got this. Hold it. This was a good comment. That's why we call her anti-capitalist Erica.
Yes.
The
We've
young
always said
person
that.
here who can afford their own condo in Montreal. So she's
a hard worker. I'll tell you this too. She's a hard worker.
A very hard worker. By the way, anti-capitalist Erica is my new nickname.
Fragrance.
Also, hashtag Erica. Yeah, you can buy the fragrance. I'm going to print it on some T-shirts. Feel free to buy them. It'll be dope.
Okay, you're voting between Chris and Tim. Whereas
Hey, Tim's got a pick.
Zombies can't camp. They don't know how. And they don't dispose of their waste properly. Bears are coming for them. Are you kidding me?
No, I was waiting for Sean Griffin's comment to go up, but I was going to surprise him by showing him the other. I have this shirt in triplicate because it fits nice and I like it, and it was at Old Navy for $5, and I'm like, oh, when this one gets pilly, I can start wearing another new one, and for $15, I have the shirt 3 times. But then Paul was asking me where I was, and so I had to run back.
I'm sorry, Alexa. Is it Alexa or Alexia?
Alexia.
Alexia, you're gonna vote for your dad every time, just like that?
Erica, apparently.
He voted for me once too.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, I missed that.
But
By the way,
not
Paula
against
earlier
me.
saying she wants ice cream. So Tim, go get her some ice cream.
No.
Get her some ice cream tomorrow.
Don't tell her, but I bought the new Netflix and Chilled from Ben and Jerry's. It's in the freezer, but don't tell her. Don't let her know.
Don't tell her.
What's that flavor?
All right.
Never find out.
It's got like salted caramel and pretzel bites and all sorts of weird shit. And I'm
somebody
like,
has
there.
sent a complaint in about the feed on Facebook, not on Facebook, on YouTube. I hope everything is still working there. I'm looking at the votes. The votes look to be very much on Facebook to be pro Chris, but on the feed here we're seeing. Well, actually, that is not really a vote for Tim. I'm not counting that as a vote for Tim. That's not a vote for Tim. But that's a vote for Tim. There's a vote for Tim.
Yeah, unequivocally.
But those are the only votes for Tim. We are giving this one to Chris.
All
so
right,
Chris
on a
has won.
technicality.
Chris has won. Yes, the technicality, as in he got
I'll
more
take
votes.
it.
Yeah, technically he was funnier and better than I was.
I'll take it.
And we are now talking about funny and better. Let's see what Tim can do on the negative round. Negative of both.
A Winnebago
Or a motorhome.
and a caravan and a motorhome are 3 terrible ways to do the zombie apocalypse.
Or an RV.
Or an RV. Yeah, 4. There are 4 different. Those 4 different vehicles are very, very bad for the zombie apocalypse because they take up a lot of gas, and you have to like plug them into the ground to get rid of your poop, which is terrible, and nobody likes that. And the other thing that really sucks about, I mean, if we stop with the jokes, if we stop trying to be silly about it, I mean, every zombie movie we've ever seen, the person who has the Winnebago and has turned it into a tank and is like Mad Maxing, they die right away because they usually help people because they feel safe. And then those people are liars who got bit yesterday.
All right, we are now facing off. Chris, you get to be negative about.
I'm slapping back right away. It's called Mad Max because tanking works, baby. What are you talking about? They made 8 movies or something. Come on. Best action movie of the last decade, the last one. Holy shit.
Technically correct is the best kind of correct.
Your thing,
Getting infected right away.
Getting infected immediately. Okay, this is what I didn't appreciate. Listen, voters, Tim thinks you're dumb. I think you're smart. I think you're going to vote for me. I think you're smart, so you guys saw right through it. But I'm just going to elucidate further why I think Tim thinks you're dumb. He thinks that being a zombie is just like having COVID-19. Now, I know I made a similar comparison, but then I put a little asterisk there. I said people that had COVID-19 maybe in 9 months will turn into a zombie. They're nowhere the fucking same thing. So if I get infected right away, that's it, baby. I'm eating humans. There goes my job. I wanted to be this great actor or something. What am I going to do? So wait, and in this world, in the zombie world, what does that look like? Getting infected immediately. I got to I got to have a dinner party, and I'm the food, and they come over and what is this life, Tim? Anyway, I yield back my time.
Yeah, I know you were trying to be negative, but you just painted paradise for me.
We have a fan comment. A fan comment has come out. The best thing about the pandemics is he gets to see BattleCOM again. So the hashtags are out to vote on Facebook. You can click like on either hashtag Tim negative or hashtag Chris negative to determine the winner of this round and possibly the winner of for
sure the winner. I'm actually going to go vote for Chris too because I thought he was funny.
I'm going to equalize that out by voting for Tim, just so I don't get any favors.
All right. So remember to spam the comments from YouTube. I'm not seeing. Hold it. No, that was a comment from YouTube. Vote for Mad Chris beyond BattleCOM. There is. All right.
What?
That's crazy.
I've been hacked.
There we are.
A bajillion years ago, Paul made me a boss on BattleCOM for one day. Like I needed access to help him with something, and he hasn't taken me off. So every time I try to go onto BattleCOM's page as a fan, it puts me in as an editor, and I can't vote for shit.
Sean Griffin, Chris again, but too wordy. Look, man, I'm wordy because let me tell you about another wordy guy. His name was Buzz Aldrin. Aldrin? His name was Edwin Buzz Aldrin, and he went to the friggin' moon. And I read half of his dissertation at MIT about orbital mechanics, and that took a long time. And I was a young man who did that for kind of no reason.
And talking about for no reason, well, actually, there is a reason. The amount of votes for this round is going to Chris. So, Chris, you have won the right to face off against Brendan for the championship of the last round.
Not. Oh, I didn't win the round. Oh. Well, now I wish I had lost.
All right, we're going out for the last round. You guys have all been amazing. Thank you, everyone who's been sticking around watching. Please make sure to share to subscribe on YouTube and to share the Facebook page, just so we can get more people watching in the future. We want to kind of grow this, and I'm hoping to get up to at least 175 subscribers on YouTube. But we are going now to Brendan for a positive round on the best defense in a zombie apocalypse.
So if I didn't say it at the end of the first time, guys, let me just reiterate what the best defense is, and that's staying home and washing your hands. Why do I say that? Because when you get inside, you get to lock all your doors. You have all your creature comforts. Who knows your home better than you? Nobody. You get to stay in there, wash your hands in what? The sink? The laundry tub? There's lots of places you could wash your hands. In the sprinkler in the backyard? Maybe, if you got a gated fence that zombies can't get through. You can do whatever you want. It's your house. But the point is, you stay home, you wash your hands, and if you've actually had a good day of killing zombies, then you still can just go back and stay home and wash your hands and stay clean in the zombie apocalypse. That's the most important thing, hygiene.
There we are. Chris, you now get to be positive again about owning a Winnebago or motorhome.
Paul, I'm going to be very brief with this, so just get ready on the switching the camera back to the wide, all right? And I know I'm going to win this round and I'm going to win this one. You know why? Because my thing is Brendan's thing, except your home is mobile. I'm done. I see the rest of my time. Your home is mobile.
All right. I'm typing
Stay home and it moves around.
The hashtags. I even got I can't spell anymore. All right. So there's hashtag Brendan positive, and now there's hashtag Chris positive. So they are up there in the chats. Click on like in the Facebook chat to vote which one you want to vote for, and just don't get caught with your pants down. Somebody's been keeping track of what Brendan's been doing.
Yeah, there you go. There's a flaw, baby.
There's not. I got shorts so I can run through this whole thing.
All right, I'm just watching for the votes on Facebook, but we're seeing a number of Chris's come up on the chat.
But I love your enthusiasm, though, Brendan. I love it. And you know what? I'd wash my hands, too, if I was in the 28 Days Later franchise, of course. Because that was the rage virus. That was a virus going around. But holy hell, man, I'd want my home to be on wheels.
What? I don't know why you didn't choose a host boat.
A host boat?
Yeah.
How come you say it like that?
Because I have a splitting headache and a speech impediment. All right, vote for Brendan.
The houseboat and the
learned.
motorhome, the two issues you have is you're going to run out of gas way too quickly, and they're really big and hard to move. And the motorhome, you're eventually going to need to get a motorcycle so you can go through the cars and other motorhomes that ran out of gas. And the houseboat,
don't forget that they might have a free-for-all round here. Let's wait to see how the votes are coming in.
There's not going to be a free-for-all round. We can all watch. We can all see the votes.
Thank you, Alexia. Thank you. That's all I wanted.
Was Tim's daughter's approval?
There's no votes coming in on Facebook, but we're just seeing the votes in the comments.
We lost the audience.
Come back, audience.
That's weird. After an hour and 35 minutes, there's.
To be fair, an hour 35 is like I would watch this for an hour.
That's a class. That's a show length.
And I think it's only getting better. And we now have a vote for Alexia. So I really hope her dad gets her that ice cream that she asked for.
You know what I want? Last time I was at your house, Tim, your wife made this amazing. What was it? Buffalo chicken dip for veggie. You made that
anymore, but it's okay because I made that. So
okay, pardon me. That was me and my internalized misogyny. I thought, she made. I thought that's me.
You thought I wasn't good enough because of my penis. I get it.
That's what I thought. I thought a man's place was not to be anywhere near a pot or pan. But no, that was delicious.
Chris is courting cancel culture on this one. Let's.
Can't come at me. Come for me.
All right, so we're calling this one for Chris. So we're now going to Brandon. Brandon, about the negative, being negative about mobile homes or Winnebagos.
Right, and you want to have a mobile home, which is what everyone aspires to have, and then you want to live in the woods, surrounded by trees, because if there's one thing that you want when you're dealing with zombies is to have a whole lot of blind spots. Every time. Remember the season 1 of The Walking Dead when they were all camping? What happened? Half them died immediately. And then Shane Richard's wife, whatever his name is. and then the little Carl didn't know who his dad was anymore. And God, just anarchy. And then somebody's husband died, but he was a dick anyway because he was beating her. And then the 2 girls, they had to die. They had to hold. My God, you're gonna go camping? That's just that. Calling for camping is a call for carnage.
All right, we got some more Alexia votes, and Alexia is thanking people for them. But where Chris gets his chance to be negative about staying home and washing your hands.
I'm losing my mind here on that logic. Remember all 4 or 5 seasons of Walking Dead where the cop's plan was to wash his hands? Remember that riveting television? Remember that?
Yeah, it was one of the best
Season
episodes.
3, they ran out of water and they had to go down to the creek and they had to bring a bar of soap, and that's when the shit hit the fan, when they had to go to the creek to wash their hands. Come on!
Come on and vote. Let's see the votes. Let's make sure you are putting your comments in, liking the negative. You know what? I love you people. I love everybody that's been doing this. This is I think we've just hit our stride. Too bad that the show is almost over.
An hour and 40 minutes in. We did it, guys.
We have in it. We got hey, look
at man.
Welcome.
Hey, I'm also in Quebec right now.
So am I, and Erica.
Yeah.
There we are. Wow. Oh, wow. We got, 3 of us are in Quebec. 2 of us are in Ontario.
I'm in a bunker. I'm in a NORAD bunker, actually, 40 feet below the surface. Only 40.
All right, we're seeing the vote coming in. By the way,
How'd you get the RV down there?
I'm here with Joe Biden. I'm here with a lot of the Joint Chiefs.
Oh, that's the karaoke you're missing out. You're missing out on Biden's karaoke. Here we go. We've got Denny is voting for Chris. The cop didn't know where.
I've never laid eyes on The Walking Dead. By the way, I've never watched the show.
All right, Chris popping off. Brendan, I'm really sorry. I think you just wrote it on this one. Big congratulations for Brendan on that. So our three
losing, Brendan.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Thank you. It's takes a lot of work, I just try to give it about 10% out there. Got a great group of guys really trying to give it our most.
we didn't set up a final round like we normally do, but let's hear it. Chris is the winner of the third round. The winner of the second round was Erica Taddeo, and the winner of the first round. Oh, my notes are crap.
Tim Riel.
It was Tim Riel.
So we just like to thank Brendan for really
showing up,
just being there. Thank you for picking up the ribbon portion of the medal ceremony. That was really.
I'm really happy to be here as a seat filler on BattleCOM. This has been a dream of mine ever since I woke up this morning. It's really
guys, this was amazing. Oh, and
it was really fun.
Insight Logic, my daughter, who is too young to understand sarcasm and jokes, came over to let me know that she could hear that we had ice cream over the thing. I was like, oh no, I guess those other three can't keep a fucking secret.
All right, we're at the end of the show. Again, I want to thank all of our fantastic acts. You can find Erica on Instagram as Erica_MTL. McKeigan at McKeigan on Instagram is Brendan McKeigan. Follow them. They'll be announcing any other live shows they'll be doing during this quarantine crisis. Tim Riel is Tim_Riel on Instagram. Chris on Instagram with his nice Wakanda Forever photo. I am Paul Ash, and we want to thank everybody for watching. Please like and subscribe, share with your friends. This video will be up to be watched for any time you need to kill close to 2 hours.
This was a great show, by the way.
And you feel like watching not a movie.
We are going to be continuing next week. We're going to talk after to see who wants to do this again next week. I want to try to pick one battler from here, and we're going to be bringing in 3 new battlers for next week. If you care to support the channel, you can paypal.me/ash183 to support the channel. Please do, because we're creating art in this time. All of you have been fantastic. I couldn't have been happier with the first episode of BattleCOM TV on air. And I don't know why it's scrolling negative at the bottom. But I'm trying to be very positive.
This is the round where we shit on BattleCOM. Okay.
There we are. Everyone, thank you very much for tuning in. All the fantastic performers, Tim, Erica, Brendan, Chris. I don't know why Chris is so sketchy that he actually has his name in quotation marks. Like, he might not be Chris, but I was.
It was my last minute when I was joining the meeting. I'm like, oh, I got to come up with a funny name. Like, okay,
I need a funny name, Chris.
There we are. This has been BattleCOM. We love you all.
Are we in the after show yet? Is this the after show?
We're not in the after show because we're just going to post a couple of these comments that are coming up. Erica is a clean comic, isn't she? Remind me about the Nimbus 2000.
Oh, that is a callback.
That is a callback. That is a piece of BattleCOM history.
I know what that is, though. I don't know what it is, but I know I don't get the reference, but I know that.
There was a BattleCOM round at one point where the question was at one of the Comic-cons, where the question was what.
Wait, was it Comic-Con? Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, it was a Comic-Con.
Yes, it was.
Is it one of Harry Potter's brooms?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
But she
yeah.
was talking about the toy that got recalled 3 months after release.
Oh, I
okay.
remember
Wait,
that.
I
The
think
vibrating
I
broom.
think we should ask Erica.
Kids
She
could
might
ride.
know.
I don't know if she's going to turn much redder.
Crap. No,
No,
that's just the thing. It's
explain
not.
explain your Nimbus 2000 battle.
It's
That
the
was
reason
awesome.
she's able to live in quarantine alone for 2 months.
And just before you do, I love you guys, Erica, Tim, Brandon, Paul. Thank you very much for having me. I'm going to go join my family. They're just singing their hearts out and they're waiting for me.
Okay,
You
All
go
right.
get it, buddy.
brother. It was
All
great
right,
seeing you.
Bye, guys. Love
Bye.
you. How do I get out of here? How do I leave studio? Oh,
I think he figured it out, guys.
Yeah.
Now that guy's gone. Whoa.
All right, Tim
Hey guys,
saying,
welcome to the show. This is BattleCOM.
all right, the best defense of the zombie apocalypse is Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
So
You know what?
Because
Zombies
I've
can
been-
die of boredom.
Because I've watched a bunch of these types of things before, it will drive everybody else nuts who was nice enough to come to the after show. Erica, explain the Nimbus 2000 thing, please.
All right. So basically, I don't remember what the battle was exactly, but it was something about toys.
it
Like
was
best
most
spin-off toy?
inappropriate toy or something of that from tie-in with a movie.
Oh, yes. Basically, the Nimbus 2000 broom is a toy that actually existed. And it was a toy that tried to like give you the sensation that you were actually riding Harry Potter's broom. Basically, sort of like if you're, too old to have bought toys related to the Harry Potter movies, you might remember those. Like, remember, it's like a horse's head on a stick, and you would like pretend you're riding a horse like that, but a broomstick to play Quidditch with. If you don't know what Quidditch is, that's another BattleCOM. We've already been on for an hour and 45 minutes. I'm not going to get into all the rules of Quidditch. You can just watch it. There's probably there's nothing else on TSN right now anyway. So it is a broomstick toy that tried to make you feel like you were riding the broomstick, and it did that by giving off like a vibrating sensation. So it was a toy that children would ride, and it would vibrate. And I barely even wrote any jokes. I really just read off a bunch of real life Amazon reviews for this toy because
My
they were
favorite
better
thing
than
you did. My favorite thing you did for that battle was you pointed out that the Nimbus 2000, to make it look cooler and not just like a normal broomstick, it had this weird shape and like a knot, a tree knot, and then it would come out here. And you were like, so basically you sit right on this nub and it vibrates.
And there we go, Nicole with the final word on it all, saying 2 months of quarantine. Don't know about the rest of you, but she needs a Nimbus 2000. So this has been BattleCOM
Sorry, they
TV.
were
Please
Wait,
help spread the
you're
word.
doing a 3-minute after show? Paul. Or are we not in the
all
after
right.
show yet?
Let's do the after show. Do we want to keep it? We're going to take. Should we
we were in
cancel
the
one of the feeds, or keep it going? Let's. We'll do it to both. Why not?
Yeah, if you're still watching, when Chris left, that's when the show was over.
I know I stopped watching when Chris left.
Yeah,
Wow.
we didn't say
All right. I think Erica just became creepy. She's.
Oh no, I didn't mean it that way. Oh no, I have become what I fear the most.
One of us.
One of
Yeah.
us.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go check out that website that Brendan recommended. Beep boop, beep boop.
Hey, can you send me the link to the keyboard that you own that goes beep boop when you type into it?
I used to have one of those. It was I used to keep it with the farm animal noise thing with the arrow. I pulled the string and it would tell me what a cow does.
Yeah.
At this point, we're the stats say we have 16 people still watching. So
Yeah, and if they ask questions, we can answer them.
yeah, we can
Yeah.
ask questions, or if they have any comments on any of the rounds that we went through, you're more than welcome to. This is great. I'm so glad that I feel like this was a success.
That was amazing.
The performers, how do you feel? The first round lagged a little bit, but that was a complicated.
Yeah, sure. The
battle
one
topic.
I won was shit. Yeah, okay, whatever.
The only way to learn is by doing this, right? We got to just jump into it.
Oh, somebody is saying that Amazon reviews should not have been were facts, not jokes moment.
He
You
was
know what?
clearly
Those
not in the
reviews-
room.
Yeah,
was not
you
in the
were there.
room. Clearly, she crushed that round. Like it wasn't even a competition.
In front of all those 11-year-olds, she was
I was about to
hilarious.
say, wasn't that the BattleCOM where there was a kid in the front row?
Yep. Every BattleCOM is the one with a kid in the front.
John Wick. Yeah, there we go. Suggestion that you should have went the other way with your Keanu Reeves.
Jason Hattrick.
I thought about it, but
There
I only
we
had
go.
one.
Jason Hattrick. How badly did everyone miss having Jason in the show? We missed you immensely, Jason.
Yeah, but we already had another guy who actually works at NASA and not just the T-shirt.
While Jason's here.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Oh, yes, congratulations, Jason.
Oh, let's do that. Yes. That's not the bullshit stuff I was talking about.
Oh, the bullshit stuff. Anyway, he liked it and put a ring on it. Jason Hattrick recently got engaged, everybody who's watching right now. So
Congratulations,
big shout out
Jason.
and congratulations to Jason Hattrick.
Most of the people
I recently
watching.
got novelty drinkware.
And a big shout out to Erica for her novelty drinkware.
Hey, Jason, did you just hop on, or have you been watching the whole time?
I'm going to get a beverage.
You'll answer that in a couple of minutes. You're getting a beverage. While he's doing that, I'm going to shamelessly plug. On Thursday, I'm trying something on Twitch. Jason and Brendan are helping me out with that. Evan and I are doing a live game of code names on Twitch.
Nice.
Next Thursday at 8:30. So twitch.tv/Tim_Riel. And I'm also going to put it on my YouTube channel because my parents don't know how anything works. And so they're going to stream it on their big TV from YouTube. But I'm trying to get everybody to go over to Twitch. But we're doing an episode 0 to see if it works, if we can get it to work the way we like to. And maybe we'll turn that into a thing so that Paul and I and then whoever else has some stuff can turn the week into comedy game shows instead of just these weird open mics that have been happening.
I also want to point out that Fridays are Battle Fridays. The reason we switched from 8 o'clock to 8:30 is because at 7:30, Battle of Wits, which is a pre-recorded show. It's not live. That is released by the fantastic Elsbeth Wright. So that happens, and then that's released to YouTube. So we're showing an hour afterwards to make sure. And it says the Facebook votes weren't working. Maybe try straw polls. I'm trying to not go into a third-party thing, but I'll take a look at straw polls. Thank you very much for the suggestion, Sean Beckett. And I sent the link to Jason to see if he can join in, just so Sean can ask if he can vote for Darren.
But have you spoken to Darren? Is he going to be on?
I haven't spoken to Darren yet. Darren only really wants to do it if he can shame Jason. So,
I think Jason needs to come back. Like Jason helped with episode 0, but
episode 0 when we were working at some of the things, and we found out that Twitter thought I was spamming when I was trying to do multiple polls.
Oh no!
So because I checked out the poll.
If you haven't already logged off.
I sent Jason the link so he could pop in at any moment. Just waiting to see if he will show up, but he probably has something good to do.
Somewhat good to do.
Good night, people. Thank you so much for the great show. Got to go buy a camper tomorrow. Seriously. There we are.
You're going to get stuck in traffic. It's not going to be worthless.
Yeah, gas is hard to get. And
AJ, it's what we were thinking about. Like we did episode 0 with Paul, and I had such a great time that I'm like, I want to do that as much as possible. But and then Evan was like, we should do your Codename, because I pitched Codenames as a stage show like a couple of years ago to like trying to figure out how that would work. And he's like, we should try that thing. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, we should do it on the Thursday. I'm like, yeah, because we can't do it on the Friday because Friday is BattleCOM. And I think that's the best way that we can really support each other. Because first of all, I love coming on this show, so I definitely wouldn't put up anything against it, because then I would be double booked, and I wouldn't like that. Hey, what's up, brother man?
There we go. Jason Hattrick is in the house.
It's the
Paul can only say, I sent Jason the link so many times before I appear. It's like saying Beetlejuice 3 times.
Whichever works. The Wild Man beard is back.
Oh wow!
yeah,
Yeah.
like Mandarin.
Yeah. Oh, and he's wearing his Star Wars onesie. So
He hasn't changed either. So Jason and I both wear the same clothes we wore a week ago.
last week,
A
yeah.
week ago. We could very well have done laundry since then. I didn't, but we could have.
I'm not sure if this is the same one. Like I said, I've got 3 of this one, and I've got 2 of my Green Lantern one, and I've got 2 of my Batman one.
Wait till everyone finds out we pre-recorded this one day.
It's like, wow, they were really good at responding to some of the responses to the chats. Didn't make any sense.
Yeah, we just have canned responses. Wow, good one. Johnny.
Jason, you did see all the congrats that came up from everybody about your news.
Your upcoming nuptials.
Nuptials.
Jason isn't quite frozen because I see him. So
Pretending to freeze.
No, I think he's just realized. I think he's waiting for us to realize that nobody has said
Super
anything
like
to him
that.
that requires a response.
I think Jason looks like he wants us all to hop in the spruce moose. I said get in.
Oh, Sean, what's he talking about?
Oh yeah, he was
and now he
having
left.
connection problems because he wasn't wired, and because he wasn't using earbuds when we were talking, it was cutting out the sound that was coming out
Right.
or going in. So but
yes,
yeah,
it's Tim_Riel. Just follow me and 8:30 next Thursday.
I'm
I've lost
also.
sight of this. I don't know what he's talking about.
I
So
think
my
that's
background-
laundry.
My background up here this way is a show that I'm starting. It's kind of a late night talk show type thing where I'm going to interview other comedians, people who are making content. I'm going to have musical guests who are going to perform live. I'm going to have some sketches on there as well. Probably, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes. We'll see. I haven't recorded it yet, but have a nice little fun sort of variety show where I can talk with other people who are creating stuff, comics who have albums out, so you can check out some people that you might not have seen before and that you'll be able to have some exposure to. And that's
All right.
gonna be called Real Funny.
Real Funny. That's the name of it. Okay.
Yep.
I guess maybe I should pitch. If you just subscribe to my YouTube, and press the bell for notifications, you'll find out that I do the Love Doctor live stream every Wednesday. We do the BattleCOMs every Friday, and I also do at least twice a week. They Talk Funny, which is my own interview talk show where I get to talk to comedians, writers about producing comedy. And if I could give a tip out to anyone, having a musical guest, make sure they're doing originals, because I got a copyright strike against me when I had a musical guest on the Love Doctor live stream who did a cover. So that was there we go. And Jason is back.
People who are in the chat, we will keep pitching things until you ask us questions.
So I heard, I was on my phone and it was lagging real bad, but I heard a bunch of people saying something about me before I
Yeah,
left.
well, you got a lot of people saying congratulations towards you, not just from the people in the panel, but also from your fans who were fans and friends who were in the comment sections.
Very much appreciated. And
and,
instead of commenting here, go like the actual post on Facebook because we are 11 away from hitting 200, and that's kind of a personal goal for no reason.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to our nuptials.
Subscribe to our
Ring the
marriage.
wedding bells for notifications.
What song was it? Livewire. The song was Oh no! Sorry,
No.
What song?
What was the song?
It was like
This gives me. All right, I'll take a look because they sent me in. They actually told me that it was. They weren't doing a full strike against me, but where is it?
Well, they're like, we're not going to do a full strike against you because 90% of our music section is people doing covers. So we really have no leg to stand on.
currently, because my account is not monetized, they what they were telling me was that they were going to monetize that video, and I would get none of the music, none of the money from it for 2 minutes out of a hour-long broadcast that another song was played.
Yeah.
So, all right, that's not it. Trying to find this is.
What are you doing?
All right, you know what? I'll find it later for you, Sean. It was a fantastic musician, Sarah Lalazar. For those of you who know her, she's got an amazing voice. She guested in on the Love Doctor live stream number 10. So, and did your daughter get ice cream yet, Alexia? Did you get the ice cream?
I'm
Make you
confused
scream.
as to why I thought. Well, at first I was confused because I'm like, just go get the ice cream. You now know it's there. Just go get it. But I realized that we made an entire thing of cookie dough into cookies, and they've been sneaking and eating them. And yeah, they've eaten more than half of the fucking cookie log. So I don't think they want any ice cream right now because they're all sugared out.
I think it'd be really funny to see the two girls army crawling on the kitchen floor in the background, trying to get to the
Shit could happen. Madison, my youngest, loves doing the spy ninja thing. Like you'll just be standing there, and then all of a sudden she'll be next to you, and she'll be like, "I've been sneaking around for 5 minutes." And like, okay, well, I'm glad.
I didn't see any of them grab the cookies, Tim. So they were just they were magically ninja on that one. Just to answer Sean Griffin's. Just to answer Griffin's question, the Love Doctor live stream, I'm bringing on guests who would normally be on the Vaudeville show. So Sarah Lalazar was last week. We've had Wendy Bonbons and Frenchie Jones were on the week before. Frenchie has a standing invitation, so she'll be showing up at any time that she wants to. So.
And what's the schedule for the vaudeville show you do?
Well, that is every Wednesday. That is the Vaudeville Variety Show, which would have, without the current crisis, would be every Wednesday at the Wiggle Room. With that not happening, the show goes live 9:00 each Wednesday. But I am looking at moving the day to another day for when we can actually go to bars again and continuing the live stream even after the vaudeville. She only had 2 cookies, Tim. So
there you go. Because according to Paul, no cookies. And yes, Sean, yes, that's how I describe baking cookies. Chopping up the log of dough. Yeah. It's because usually when I make cookies, they're from scratch because I like doing things, but they were on sale, and I'm like, oh, this will be a quick treat. I like cutting them into hockey pucks and then throwing them on the thing, even though it says to spoon them into balls. Yeah, I don't care, Pillsbury. I do what I want.
spoon.
Yeah, the hockey pucks of cookies. That is the Canadian. If you had like maple cookie dough, that would probably be the most Canadian way to make them. Is cut them into hockey pucks.
I think we could. I heard you can make a killing if you buy up all of the maple cookies and just go to the States.
They don't have them there?
It's like they don't have
You have to go to the States.
Yeah, but it's not like one of those things where it's like, oh, they don't have ketchup chips, they don't have all dressed chips, that type of stuff. Where it's like we like them, and then you go down there and like, yeah, that's kind of good. This is like catnip to Americans, apparently. Like they have a bite of this maple cookie, and then all of a sudden their life has changed. It is like that epic of a flavor for them. And I'm like, no, I can make $1. They're only $2 on sale at Maxi right now.
Let me check our correspondent in Baltimore, Jason. Can you verify this statement?
They don't know what maple tastes like in this country. I'm convinced. We got oatmeal. It was supposed to be maple brown sugar oatmeal, like you can get back home, and it tastes like campfire.
Wait, you're in Baltimore?
You need to come back, Jason.
I'm not, but Paul thinks I am.
Oh, sorry. Where are you now?
I am in the state of Maryland, which is actually bigger than the city of Baltimore. There are other towns.
Listen, man, I'm just referring to The Wire, all right?
Not just that, but here, let's do it this way then. Jason, where are you?
I am in a town called Beltsville, Maryland.
Yeah, nobody knows where the fuck that is. You're in Baltimore.
Okay, well, I go out of my way to specify I'm not in Baltimore so that no one will worry about me.
Oh, if you told me you were in small town Maryland, I'd be way more worried for you.
Well, I'm in
Beltsville
small
is
town
a
Maryland.
designated place in northern Prince George's County, Maryland, United States. The community was named for Truman Belt, a local landowner. 772 at the 2010 census.
Why?
And,
This is just information
It's
that
the unincorporated community of Vansville, which is known for its vans.
just information Brendan has about the town of Beltsville off the top of his head.
Oh, yeah.
At the top of his Google. It's Sean Griffin just wants to point out that you're basically neighbors.
And both of you need to come back.
We were making plans
He's got-
to
bring me
meet
my
up, Sean and I,
leave.
and then remembered that that's illegal or something.
Point taken. But the thing is, the reason I refer to it as Baltimore, just a quick poll out of the 5 people here. Where am I originally from?
Yes.
A maritime.
He said where, not when.
But that's why you pronounce things like that. It's not your fault. It's maritime. Wait, no, I know this.
Something Trump would say. Look, guys, it's a maritime.
Well, the collection is called the Maritime, so I'm not gonna really,
He's from one of them. He's not from all of them. He's from one of them. A maritime.
From Nova
Specifically,
Scotia.
Nova Scotia.
All right, Nova Scotia. All right. So you guys, can you guys name a city in Nova Scotia?
Portsmouth.
Donairsville.
Halifax.
There we go. So
Antigonish.
there we go.
Truro.
We've got a couple that have been mentioned, but the one that was done with the most confidence would be. Brendan's Googling again.
No, I'm not. Actually. I just know those. I know Saxville because
It's actually Sackville. It's not. It's singular on the sack.
There's Lower Sackville, and then there's Scrotumville.
Very important thing. It's the land of Donair.
That's what I said. That's the first thing I said. Is Donairsville is a city in Nova Scotia. It's right next to Garlic Town.
So I just want to point out that Beltsville, Maryland, is 34 minutes to downtown Baltimore. 34 minutes from my house.
That's closer than where your parents lived to downtown Montreal. I remember when you were staying with them.
Yeah, it's closer than Brendan lives to Ottawa, and Brendan tells people he lives in Ottawa.
We're closer to Washington, D.C. than we are to Baltimore.
Well, that's terrifying.
That's true, you are.
It's important to remember when I see military helicopters flying overhead that it's not the end of the world. It's just that we live near there.
Have you been paying attention?
You live near the end of the world.
Yeah.
You're better off.
It's the end of the world.
All right. Now that we've had such a happy show.
But wait, Paul, where are you from?
Yeah.
I tell people Halifax, though I grew up in Porters Lake, Nova Scotia, though my parents were living in Chester when I was born. I didn't stay there very long and have no memories of that.
Chester didn't mind?
No, definitely places.
No.
I tell people that I was born in Montreal because nobody knows where Greenfield Park is.
Well, I know where Greenfield Park is.
And I
I'm actually from
in
Montreal.
Sudbury, Ontario, because I like people to Google things.
By the way, Benjamin has put out a mild threat, as in the fact that he has captured and kept and assimilated Sean Griffin, and that he seems like to think that they will not be giving him back. At least we have this connection with you, Sean, over the BattleCOM.
Is that a picture of him assimilated? Because it looks like he turned him into a stone guy who wrote Thompson Mark Twain.
Benjamin, I will bribe you to get Sean back. How about that? Can I interest you in
bringing back the bribery?
Just give him maple cookies.
Maple cookies. Yes.
Maple cookies.
Back up a second, Erica. You're still more invested in my coming back than Sean's coming back, though, right?
Well, yeah, but like,
No.
I mean, I don't even know when you left. Please come back.
I'm pretty sure Trump has made sure that nobody can become an American now.
No. If they give them enough money.
I mean, they're still Canadian, but they live over there. But
All you got to do is be a supermodel who marries him.
Yeah, he hasn't made it harder to become American.
Her parents.
He's just made it less appealing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Also, Pizza Corner. I want to point out Pizza Corner is a landmark in Halifax that is very popular because it was for a long time. There was the European food shop, the Sicilian pizza, King of Donair, and a church were the four corners of this one place. And now the Sicilian is still there. King of Donair has been replaced, and the European food shop has another eatery that is a Donair themed eatery.
So they were just all brew pubs now, because last time I was in Halifax, every building got turned into a brew pub.
Oh, they were brew pubs beforehand. They're just legal
I know.
now.
Now they're just all brew pubs.
Yeah. Well, Benjamin, he misses the bagels in Montreal, so
you can order them online.
Yeah, you're going to have to send Sean up on a run for you, and we might just keep him. You never know.
Thank you, Sean Beckett, for going to like the engagement announcement so that we got one closer to 200 and being the only one in this room to do so.
I liked it
a while ago.
I'm among the first 10, so
There you go.
I think you don't have to pass any shit on me.
Nope.
So some bagels for Sean, Erica. That's going to be the bribery.
I'll do it.
You'll do it. That means you're not getting him back. It's the bagels for him. Oh no, bagels in exchange for Sean.
Yes, we're trading the bagels for the Sean.
Look at this, Erica. Erica, think about this. Sean has been taken. Did Liam Neeson negotiate? Did he pay? I don't know. I didn't watch
have a very
Taken,
particular
actually.
set of skills. Those skills mostly include hoarding and snacking. So, yeah,
So
I feel
it's
like
bagel
trading
chips is
bagels
what
for
you
Sean
gotta
is basically within my wheelhouse.
Yeah, so Erica doesn't have a lot of money, but she does have a very specific set of skills.
Wait, what? I've seen different movies that start that way.
Wasn't the comment section always just BattleCOM fans talking to each other?
We like to maintain the illusion that they were talking to us.
It's maybe it's the YouTube is no longer may have stopped. It still says it's broadcasting, but I may not be getting all the comments from YouTube, though I'm seeing these ones from Sean, so I don't know why I wouldn't be seeing others. I do think we should call this a night. We are going to be back in a week for another BattleCOM, so we want to make sure everyone is still hungry for more BattleCOM in a week's time. Jason, it was great to see you. Sean, you're fired from NASA. Erica, send the bagels. So we've just ended a man's career with baked goods from Montreal. How better to end the night? Group hug, everybody.
Group hug.
That was a little handsy.
I don't know how to do this.
Yeah. Group face touches. There we are. Everybody, my name is Paul Ash. I love you all. Cheers.